Hey, what's up everybody? It's Marcus Leshock. I am so excited to share this video with you today. Skytrak Tower is reopening at Six Flags Great America in Gurnee, Illinois. And I was invited out not just to give it a ride for the first time in about 4 years for me, but I was also asked if I would like to climb to the top of Skytrak Tower and stand up there and look out over the entire Lake County region, and I did it, and it was incredible. I'm going to share the videos and images with you of that entire process. It was really a bucket list thing. I always wondered, what is it like inside the Skytrak Tower? And I found out a few weeks ago. It was absolutely amazing. I'm going to show it to you in a second. But first, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, Skytrak Tower is an Intamin gyro tower that sits right near the front of the park at Six Flags Great America. It opened back in 1977 when it was Marriott's Great America. The park first opened in 1976, but Skytrak Tower wasn't added until the next season, 1977, and it's been there ever since. It is an observation ride, pretty much. You get in, it's a big disc, and you sit on a bench, and you're right in front of the glass there, and the ride slowly rotates all the way to the top. It goes about 285 feet up before it stops up there, continues to rotate. You listen to an audio track, a narrator who will tell you all the things in the park below you, some other sights around the area, and then it slowly comes back down to the ground, and that's the ride. It's a classic thing. It's a nice break during your day. It's a neat way to see the area. On a clear day, you can see the Chicago skyline from up there. It's really cool. But as I mentioned, I was back out there because the ride was closed during the pandemic because really tight quarters in there. You just couldn't have people packed into the Skytrak Tower during that time. So it was closed, and the maintenance team's been working really hard to get it back up and running, and they are pretty much ready to go, they tell me. So they invited me out. I went for a ride. Again, first time in quite a while. Here's a little bit of my ride. Take a look. So when you get to the top of the tower on Skytrak Tower, the cabin itself is about 285 feet in the air. The top of the pole, the flagpole that's up there, that's 330 feet, and that big American flag you see, that is the size of a 3-car garage. So at that point, I did not know what was coming next. We came back down. I went for a second ride. My photographer was back on the ground shooting the ride going back up, and we got back up to the top. They stopped the ride up there, and they said, all right, let's go up. And I was like, go up? Like, we're already up. What do you mean go up? They're like, you want to go up or not? I was like, wait, are you saying what I think you're saying? And yes, I've been asking them for so many years about what's it like to be up there? What's it like to go into the tower? What's inside the tower? How does it work? What does it do? So they're finally like, listen, we just want to show you. And they actually showed me. So here's how this works, all right? When the ride is stopped at the top of the tower, they open an interior door on the wall. And when that door opens, as you see here, there is another ladder on the actual tower column. You have to step out of the ride vehicle, and you kind of get your footing on another piece of metal that's right there, and then you take another step over to that ladder that is there on the column. From there, you climb up that ladder into that porthole that you see there, and that is when you are on the inside of Skytrak Tower. There is a staircase in there that goes all the way back down to the ground. So for some reason, the ride vehicle is up at the top and it can't make its way back down. That is how you get down in the attraction. It goes all the way down those 280 to 300 feet down to the ground. Then there's another ladder that goes up through another little hole to the next floor. And on that floor is where you find all the motors for the ride. These are the motors that actually power the Skytrak Tower, take it up and down. This is where the maintenance team can go in, can do some work on those motors if they need to. If there's something they can't do up there and they need to bring those motors back to the ground, they can do that. There's a pulley system that will take those big motors and take them all the way down those 300 feet. I would love to see that in action and see how that works, but they told me that that can actually be done. They can do that. So from there, you go up another ladder and that is when you are at the top. Here I am on top of Skytrak Tower. 300 and almost 330 feet up, something like that. Right to the top there, it's 330 feet. Yeah, that was me standing up on Skytrak Tower. You're about 300 and ish feet into the air. It's 330 feet to the top of the flagpole that's up there. On top of that flagpole, you find a blinking light. That light is there for all of the aircraft that are in the area. Otherwise, there's a railing around the edge there. You see that red railing? That's right up there to the edge. I was able to go up there and stand pretty close to the railing, and my photographer saw me all the way from the bottom, and the microphones even worked, and we taped the stand-up tees for the news up there. Take a look. Hey, it's Marcus LeShock. Some exciting news from Six Flags Great America. Skytrak Tower is going to be reopening. That's right, this is me standing on top of Skytrak Tower. It's about 330 feet in the air. An absolutely incredible view from up here. We'll tell you when you can ride this classic ride again coming up just a bit. As I mentioned, the view is absolutely incredible. Take a look at this. Wow.
And the view's getting clearer. If you look immediately to the left, you can see Willis.
Yeah, I see it. Look at that right out there. So after we were up there for a while, we went back down the same way that we came. But they showed me one more thing. Everybody who has either worked on the attraction or has visited the attraction like I did has left their signature on the interior walls of the ride. They gave me a Sharpie and said, well, you were here. You got to sign your name on the wall. So everybody who comes up here signs the wall. That's right?
Yes.
That's the rule? Okay. This is the coolest thing. Coming here as a kid, like you never imagined that any of this would ever happen. What's this, the 8th? The 9th? Wow. So cool. From there, we went back down, same way we came, as I mentioned, went back into the ride vehicle, and they left the door open this time so I could see inside the attraction to see like the center column as the ride was going down. This is what it looks like when the Skytrak Tower is coming back down to the ground. It was a really amazing experience, but really the most exciting thing is that this is opening again. You know, it's a classic part of Six Flags Great America, just to have the Skytrak Tower open. It's something that families of all ages can do and see the area in a really unique way. It is on track to open on Saturday, May 27th. So Saturday, Memorial Day weekend, this should be up and running. If you're watching this later, hopefully it has been open and you've been able to get back on it again. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments about what it was like to be back on the ride again. Any questions or anything you want to know about the experience I was able to have. Unfortunately, that's not something they just let everybody do. It was a really special treat for me to be able to do that. So I want to thank everybody at Six Flags Great America for giving me that opportunity to do that. The whole maintenance crew, everybody else that just made that happen. It was a really cool thing. And, you know, so many of you who watch these videos, I know you're enthusiasts too. Theme park enthusiasts, ride enthusiasts like I am. So I don't take that for granted that I get some of these opportunities, which are just absolutely, it was amazing. I'm still like, I still look at the pictures. I'm like, I can't believe all the years I went to Great America, was there with my dad, my mom, my family, my friends, just never ever thinking like, oh, someday I could like go up there and see what that whole thing is like. It's just, it was really awesome. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about the ride if you get back on it. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe. And until the next adventure, I don't know what it's going to be, but I love surprises like this. I'll see y'all later.